Greetings, dear friends. Your invaluable support is our strength. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. This greatly helps the growth of our channel. Leave your comments. Your feedback is very valuable to us. And now, to the most important and current world events. Let's go.
Oh, about what? I see. In Primorye. 1,000 homes are without power. About 9,000 residents are left without electricity. A cyclone has hit the Primorsky Krai. Wind gusts reached 30 meters per second. This caused accidents on the power grids. The Hydrometeorological Center warns that the wind may strengthen. On RBC, the main news in the studio with Anna Krupina. In the relations between Russia and the USA, everything is moving very well. This was stated by the press secretary of the Russian president, Dmitry Peskov. The talks between Vladimir Putin and the special envoy of the American leader, Steve Witkoff, which took place on Friday, were called by Peskov a step towards a meeting of the presidents of the two countries. According to him, the exchange of visits between Witkoff and Putin's special representative Kirill Dmitriev is a reliable channel for the leaders of Russia and the USA to convey each other's positions. According to the special representatives, Putin and Trump can judge the real state of affairs, said the press secretary. Dmitriev was in the States last week. Peskov also urged not to expect immediate results from the resumption of dialogue between Moscow and Washington because the problems in their relations were too neglected. In his own style, US President Donald Trump also commented on the situation.
I think between Ukraine and Russia, I think between Ukraine and Russia, I think between Ukraine and Russia, I think between you. Results. In Russia, everything should be in order, and you will find out about it very soon. You know, there comes a time when you either have to accept it or shut up, and we'll see what happens. But I think everything is going well. Good luck.
You are coming too low. The talks between Putin and Witkoff were not commented on either by the Kremlin or the White House. Only Kirill Dmitriev commented on them in his social media. He called the meeting productive. Today, CNN Turk, citing the Turkish Ministry of Defense, reported that on April 15, 16, Russia and Ukraine will hold talks in Ankara on the security of shipping in the Black Sea. The Ministry of Defense reported that the Ukrainian armed forces struck twice at energy infrastructure facilities in the Belgorod region. Ukraine is violating the agreements between Russia and the USA on the cessation, determining strikes on energy facilities, the ministry stated. Two branches of Rossetti Center Belgorod Energo were shelled on the 11th and 12th of April. Kiev either does not want to adhere to the temporary moratorium on strikes or cannot keep the military under control, the Kremlin stated. Both are catastrophic, they noted there. 34 people were killed and 117 were injured as a result of strikes on the Ukrainian city of Sumy. This was reported by the State Emergency Service of Ukraine. According to local authorities, most of the casualties occurred in a passing trolleybus, and houses and educational institutions were damaged. The city is located 30 kilometers from the border with Russia. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky stated, "A strong, global response is necessary." And the head of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Andrei Sybiha, called on allies to provide Kiev with additional air defense systems and to increase pressure on Moscow. What will happen with the American tariffs on semiconductors? US President Donald Trump promised to provide an answer on Monday. As reported by American media, although semiconductors are exempt from tariffs, Trump discussed plans to impose import sector tariffs on them. The day before, Washington excluded electronics from tariffs. The Ministry of Commerce of China stated that this is a small step by the US towards correcting its erroneous actions of unilaterally imposing reciprocal tariffs. And today, US Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick announced tariffs on electronics will return in the coming months. He did not specify the figures and said that the US will also introduce new tariffs.
Remember that these products will be part of the semiconductor. Tariffs on electronics will become part of the sectoral tariffs on semiconductors. We did this with regard to automobiles. The president plans to do this for pharmaceuticals and semiconductors. Electronics will be considered as semiconductors. Special sectoral tariffs will be set for them, semiconductors, and pharmaceuticals.
Lutnick also said the US and China have begun a soft dialogue through intermediaries. According to the director of the White House National Economic Council, Kevin Hassett, the dialogue is just beginning. Donald Trump is fully suited for the role of US President and Commander-in-Chief. This follows from the conclusion of his doctor, after the first medical examination since the politician returned to the White House. The report also states that the American leader has excellent physical health and scored the maximum number of points on the cognitive test. Trump underwent the medical examination the day before. After the examination, he said, "I think I'm in very good shape. Good heart, kind soul, very good soul." These were the main news. Stay on the market.